In this video, we'll be taking a look at 4 NHL games happening on November 16, 2025, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 8 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 4 NHL games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start: if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Tampa Bay Lightning versus Vancouver Canucks. The Vancouver Canucks and Tampa Bay Lightning meet Sunday in NHL action at the Benchmark International Arena. The matchup comes at a time when both clubs push through a steady stretch in their schedules. Tampa Bay enters with a pattern of steady wins that has grown over recent games, and the group looks set on keeping that rhythm. The Canucks arrive after steady road work and steady pressure against recent opponents. They forced extra time against the Hurricanes on Friday, which showed their resolve. During a busy run of travel, the Lightning earned a strong road result against the Panthers, and they now face the task of resetting with limited rest. The Canucks have collected 5 road wins this season, and they continue to play with a level of persistence that keeps them in reach throughout games. The setup presents a meeting between a team on a roll and a team that keeps pushing on the road, and the flow of play may hinge on how each group manages the shift in pace that follows recent outings. As our first pick for this matchup, the Vancouver Canucks money line is our full game side pick. Vancouver enters with a goals against average of 3.5, and its recent games have shown a pattern of high totals, with 8 straight finishing over. Tampa Bay has seen 2 of its last 3 clear the number, and its goals against mark sits at 3.0, which places it near the middle of the league. Jonas Johansson holds a goals against average of 2.83 for Tampa Bay, and Kevin Lankinen holds a goals against average of 3.58 for Vancouver. The conditions point to a meeting where each side has reason to keep pressure in the offensive zone, and recent form suggests steady scoring chances throughout. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Vegas Golden Knights versus Minnesota Wild. The Vegas Golden Knights and Minnesota Wild meet Sunday in NHL play at the Grand Casino Arena. Both clubs enter on the second half of a back-to-back. The Wild stay home for this one, which gives them a smoother setup, but they have struggled to stack victories. They now see a Vegas group that has taken 8 of the past 10 matchups, many of which were not close. Minnesota has leaned on low-scoring outings, and that pattern has raised questions about how long it can hold. One win does not confirm that Vegas has corrected its recent issues. Carl Lindbaum is expected to start in net for Vegas, and his development still needs time. Minnesota holds the steadier option in goal, and that shapes the matchup as the game unfolds without pointing to an outcome before the full picture is set. As our first pick for this matchup, the Minnesota Wild money line is our full game side pick. Both defenses have shown gaps. Minnesota should find space against a Vegas group that gives up 3-point goals per game. Kirill Kaprizov, Matt Boldy, and the rest of the forward group can carry the puck with control, move it with quick touches, and create clean looks from the slot. Vegas scores 3.19 goals per game and can pressure a Minnesota defense that allows 3.28 goals per game. Jack Eichel, Mitch Marner, Ivan Barbashev, and the full forward unit can build a steady presence in the offensive zone with patient puck movement, while defensemen Shea Theodore and Jeremy Lawson fire from the point and test Minnesota's coverage. These elements shape a game where both offenses push play and generate steady pressure until the final horn. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Detroit Red Wings versus New York Rangers. The Detroit Red Wings face the New York Rangers on Saturday at Madison Square Garden. Both clubs enter this matchup on the second night of a back-to-back, and both had to travel to reach this game. They carry the same number of wins this season, yet their recent paths look different. Detroit has hit a rough stretch with 1 win and 4 losses in its last 5 games. New York has moved in the opposite direction, with 7 wins and 2 losses over its last 9 games, and has controlled much of the recent history between these teams. Detroit's stumble against Buffalo on Saturday, a collapse from a 4-1 lead into a 5-4 overtime loss, cost them momentum. New York has had its own issues at home, losing often on its own ice, but the club did secure a home win in its most recent outing at MSG, which may signal a modest shift. As our first pick for this matchup, the New York Rangers money line is our full game side. Pick New York's scoring trouble at home has been a persistent theme, with 5 shutouts against them on their own ice this season. The return of Vincent Trocheck has changed their rhythm. He made his season debut on November 10th and helped spark a 6-3 home win against Nashville. He produced 2 points in that game and has 4 points through 3 games since coming back into the lineup. With him active, New York has scored 15 goals in 3 games, giving the group a steadier look at even strength and on the rush. Detroit enters after the 5-4 overtime loss to Buffalo. The team built a 3-goal lead before letting the game slip away in 3-on-3 play. Detroit will likely avoid facing Igor Shesterkin because he started Saturday against Columbus. That points to Jonathan Quick taking the net for New York. Quick has played well in 4 games and held Detroit to 1 goal on 33 shots in their meeting on November 7th. Detroit will try to correct Saturday's collapse and seek payback against Quick, and they should press early and often. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. New York Islanders versus Colorado Avalanche. The New York Islanders visit the Colorado Avalanche on Sunday at Ball Arena. The setting favors Colorado. Since the club has earned points in all 8 home games, the Islanders face a heavy workload after 3 straight overtime contests, and the travel adds strain. New York still carries momentum. The team has 4 wins in a row and has cashed several underdog tickets. New York also holds the edge in recent head-to-heads, taking the last 2 meetings by a combined 11-4 score. The setup highlights 2 teams with different rhythms, one steady at home and one on a strong surge on the road. The shape of the matchup centers on how long New York can keep its pace. As our first pick for this matchup, the New York Islanders to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. New York's scoring group stays active. The forwards push the pace and create steady pressure. Bo Horvat carries an 8-game point streak, and 18-year-old Matthew Schaefer has made an impact in his first 18 games. Ilya Sorokin has found better form over the past 2 weeks, yet the defensive group faces a tall task against a Colorado unit that has scored 41 goals in its last 8 games. Colorado's forward depth forces opponents to defend in long stretches and punishes any loose coverage. Both teams bring strong recent form, and their past meetings often feature steady offense. 7 of the last 8 games between these clubs have gone over the total. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.